What's happening with everybody, man, out there in the free world tonight? Welcome back to the Swang Low podcast show. It is Duroc Crip, yours truly, the hostess with the mostest. Welcome back to this round table, man. Love and appreciate all my people out there in the free world. Day Q, I see you, little bro, man. Love and blessings extended to you and your family as always, homie. You know what I'm saying? Love and appreciate you, man, for tapping back in to this round table as we always do. You know what I'm saying? It is an absolute pleasure for me to be here with y'all. My brethren, you know what I'm saying? My sisters, my loved ones, the people that really care, the people that love and support, that always show up with genuine love, true concern, you know what I'm saying, and the best of well wishes. You know what I mean? I love and appreciate all y'all. You feel me? Darian McGee, shout out to you, man. Blessings and love extended to you and the family as well as always. You know what I'm saying? You are definitely brethren to me. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I shout out to you as I always do, my bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love to my little sis, Trice. I love you. That is my little sister. You know what I'm saying? My heart and my joy. Tell Paul and Jordan that I love them. Uncle love them. I love you, sis. Thank you for attending. Oh, and just so all of y'all know that happen to be here at the round table, today is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Happy C Day to me. You know what I'm saying? I received a lot of love from a lot of people today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of gang affiliated people, Bloods and Crips. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes don't wish to have their names mentioned online. So I will always respect, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know who y'all are. Those of y'all that always tap in with me, in private, in real life, you know what I'm saying? I love and appreciate all y'all, man. Thank y'all for the love and support that y'all have always shown me from day one. You know what I'm saying? And to all the new people that's joining the Swang Low podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's definitely love extended to y'all too as well. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely been a true, strong backbone support system of the Swang Low podcast. You know what I'm saying? So it is an absolute honor for me, as well as everybody. My girl Marticia, you know what I'm saying, who's the queen of Swang Low podcast, that brings a good 90% of everything of content that I bring to this roundtable to us. You know what I'm saying? She has such a genuine spirit, mind, and soul. She go and dig up the things that she know is going to affect the hearts of those that is definitely looking for better, those that's looking to build each other and not destroy, those that's looking to you know, bring true content for life, not just for what's trending right now and you know what I'm saying, chasing behind the same stories that would definitely get more views to the channel, but it's kind of like selling your soul and we go against that. You know what I'm saying? Plus on top of that, like we don't uh go backwards as elders. We understand what the game is and we understand what we will participate in and what we won't participate in. You know what I'm saying? If it don't make sense, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna have a real G as a participant of any buffoonery, any WWE type shit, any staged and set up, fabricated beefs. You know what I'm saying? Exaggerated stories or whatnot. You're just not going to get that here at the Swine Low podcast. We've never been about that. You know what I'm saying? We've always been about, um, 100% um, access to us. You know what I'm saying? The real ones that absolutely care about change. You know what I'm saying? And not indulging in what's trending. And what seems to be trending right now is diabolical. It's diabolical to our way of living as You know, whatever you classify yourself as, whether you're an active gang member or gang affiliate or whatever you classify yourself as, or as a turned up non-affiliate. However, um, when it come to real life issues, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where a lot of these dudes lack at because they don't have that genuine hurt and pain that they are willing to be vulnerable behind. They don't have that. So they will tell a story at a distance of what somebody like us have felt a loss from cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like things that you would never absolutely think that would affect you, that absolutely end up affecting you firsthand. And when it affects you for life. It's something that you would never get over. You know what I'm saying? We lose people to all kind of things every day, but to a illness like cancer, that right there has, taken the lives of so many people that was always near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? But when you have somebody like the person I'm going to tell y'all this short story about, I want to give y'all a little background history on who this person that was gunned down while holding his infant baby child wasn't. It was a baby. You know what I'm saying? And this person name was Diamond Lavelle Anderson, Diamond Blue. That's who we called him. You know what I'm saying? And Diamond Blue was somebody that I happened to have came up in the game with, grew up with. We did pretty much all our first illegal activities with each other. You know what I mean? Although, in all honesty, like he had caught a case independently of me, and I had caught a case. Well, I can't even say that it was independent of him and another homie because we was all together as juveniles. You know what I'm saying? Running around shooting people with BB guns, right? And just so happened, um, we shot somebody with a well, I shot somebody with a BB gun, and he ran and went and told his parents, and his parents called the police, and they did a whole thing. Well, they ended up telling everybody that they remembered that was there when this incident took place, and they named names. So it just so happened, me, Diamond, Blue, Tyrone Williams. We was all together. Uh, Tyrone Williams is Todd Bud, by the way. For those of y'all that know Todd Bud. But anyway, um, we was all juveniles. So when the incident happened, the police snatch up all of us. Now, I'm the only one that live on the other side of Monrovia, right? Diamond and Todd Bud, they lived over here where the incident took place in the immediate area. So, but for whatever reason, when every time we caught cases together, they would get off 9 times out of 10. And I was always the one that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Bam. Every time it worked out like that. But that's just giving you a little back history on how tight me and this person was because we caught a million cases together. You know what I'm saying? We was always together. You never seen one without the other. So it was kind of like that nigga was my shadow. I was his shadow. Anytime we was out of jail, and even sometimes when we was locked up. You feel me? I remember um one time being this guy had caught a case. We got locked up. We was juveniles. I think he ended up going to YA. I went to camp, you know what I'm saying, through juvenile and camp and all that. You know what I'm saying? He went through camp, went through YA, you know. So bam, I ended up getting out before him. So I'm trying to check up on him, seeing what's going on with him and all this and that. Bam, he in camp fucking up. And you know, at that time, like Durocs, man, as a Duroc, it was always more enemies. We always gonna run into more of them than they are gonna run into more of us. It was kind of rare. But when that rare time happened, they, you know, the homies was active, point blank. Like shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because being that um a lot of the times we was outnumbered by our enemies. You know what I'm saying? We had riders. We had homies that was like right there on the front line, niggas that I can name, right? And this is not to glorify. This is to to teach you about adversity during a time when gang banging was different from what y'all know now, and probably what some of y'all can relate to because some of y'all mamas and daddies and shit was from the turf that was banging with us at this time. And these niggas was gangsters, so was these females. We had them like that. You know what I mean? And but Diamond Blue, you know, I remember when Diamond Blue first came to the set. You know what I'm saying? He moved up on Alta Vista, in between Magnolia. I mean, he moved up on Cypress and Alta Vista. Now Cypress and Alta Vista is right behind Viva. Anybody from Morovia and DeWardy know what Viva is. Viva is a shopping store where we all go to shop at. It's a shopping, it's inside of a shopping plaza. Well, within that area right there, like we occupied a lot of the high end. So um me and Diamond Blue used to be up there all the time, like doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So um, you know, it's a lot of history within itself. You know what I'm saying, that I can get into as far as what me and him go in regards to the high end. But I'm just giving you backstory on how tight me and this dude was. We was together almost every day. You know what I'm saying? From the times when he first came to the hood as juveniles. You know what I mean? We was going to Santa Fe Middle School. You know what I'm saying? So from back then up into adulthood, and typically that's just how it is when you from out there. Like we all grew up together. So a lot of us maintain our friendships and relationships. You know what I mean? We might not all grow in the same direction, but in whatever direction that we go in, you know what I'm saying? You know, if my nigga is doing something to build himself, his family, you know what I'm saying, his family structure, to better his situation, I'm rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got some out there that's rooting for me. You know what I'm saying? To see what I'm doing, and you know it's not extra out. It's not like I try to keep everything fair. I don't over glamorize one situation over another. You know what I'm saying? I don't go into particulars in a certain direction. There's no direction when it comes to that. There's no direction to how this life has been for me. So I give it to you how I give it to you, but it's truth. And I'm blessed and fortunate to still have and maintain some relationships with people that was there in a lot of the situations that I've spoken on, that I've been a part of, that I've been able to give my testimony to. You know what I mean? So, um, you know, I can always call upon these people for conversations that we can have them elaborate on of any situation or story that I've ever brought to the internet. You know what I mean? But always trying to do everything with integrity because look at, and I've told people, and you can only lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it. You know what I'm saying? But I've told dudes like it's certain attention that you want, and then it's other attention that you absolutely don't want. It's all about your message. Do you feel me? Anytime you are perceived as a threat to society, you got to understand the numbers is always going to be against you if you are adding negativity to that society that's already destroyed. People trying to figure out a better way, and if you can't give them an answer to it, then you are part of the problem. You feel me? No matter what society or setting that you're sitting in, it's all the same struggle, destruction. You know what I'm saying? In history that's being paved out right before all of us. You feel me? Shout out to Madam Cream. Shout out to Veronica Crenshaw, my homegirl, Nikki, my sister, family right there. Young, by the way, shout out to you, homie, homie, homie. Appreciate you for sure, for sure. Do y'all beef with essays in y'all area? Hey, young, by the way, hey, I've done videos on the relations of the gangs in the areas of the SGV where I'm from. SGV being the San Gabriel Valley, right? You know, basically occupied by Durocs, Pasadena, Denver lanes, you know, and moving on out towards the Pomona area, all the Pomona Crips, South Side villages, you know what I'm saying, West Side Mafia, South Side Mafias, Trey 5 7s, you know what I'm saying, Evil Side, Necklands, feel me, to West Covina Dark Sides, West Covina Hustlers, feel me, West Covina Neighborhoods, West Covina Playboy, to those of y'all that still push that. You feel me? Yeah, man, the whole SGV. You know what I'm saying? El Monte, feel me? Baldwin Parks, you know, areas like that, man. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? No matter what you pushing. See, the thing is, I'm thinking about the relationship that I had with my homeboy, right? That lost his life tragically over a female, right? Now, Diamond Blue was known to have multiple women. We kind of all, um, I'm not gonna say measured ourselves on how many women we was able to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always a thing with us from childhood on up. You got to remember, we all grew up together. So if we are always together and we are all always around each other when we shooting our shot at females at the same time, 9 times out of 10 we shooting the same game. This nigga using the shit that I said yesterday. I'm using what he said a couple of days ago. The other nigga is using both of our shit at different times. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's working. That's just how it was for us. That's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? So Diamond, me knowing him, you know what I'm saying? DQ said recycle game for sure. Yeah. You feel me? Hey, DQ, come on, man. Your Uncle Terry. He was there then when we was chaos. Big chaos for those of y'all that don't know Terry. Big chaos. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That's what we grew up doing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was just like normal shit to us. It's part of, being conquered however many we was able to conquer at that time. You know, you got to remember we was in our teens, so you know, running through multiple relationships was nothing. That was normal, and doing them all at the same time. Coach Zoe, what's up, bro? Shout out to the homeboy, man, my homie Crazo over at the Game Bangers Life Coach. If y'all haven't did it, please go over to his channel, like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? He got some wild content over there, man. Real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's a bro right there, man. That I can absolutely say is a real one. You know what I'm saying? He helped me out in a situation where he didn't even have to. You know what I'm saying? Where he ended up kind of, you know, getting hit, by me in a prison situation with the police, you know, helping me out in this situation. So, bro is a real one, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, go over to his channel, the Game Bangers Life Coach. Like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. Go check out his videos, man. Like those videos, comment on those videos. You got some good stuff. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Stand behind the truth, like you know, a chosen few others do on this internet. It's not many others that I can vouch for like that. Trust me, that I won't. By the way, yes, yes, yes. Madam Creed, what's up, sis? I see you. Appreciate you. Real for real. Babyface Lokester, what's up, Brody? Going up, back up on these messages, man, for the ones that I missed. So, there you go, man. Put you up on the thing. Babyface Lokester, what's up, Brody? Andrea Barney, West, bro. Appreciate you. For sure, for sure. Beach Boy, what's happening, bro? Love and blessings extended to you as well. You and the family, man. Real for real. But yeah, man, just to give y'all a real quick, I wanted to give y'all a little background on my homie Diamond, but what ended up being his tragedy is him running across a female. You know what I'm saying? He introduced me to this female when I got locked up. So I met her while I was in the LA County Jail. Matter of fact, her number was like a number that I would always be able to call to, you know what I'm saying, and tap in with him, catch him. You know what I'm saying? That was like one of the reliable sources that he had gave me to call. You know what I mean? So, but the girl used to have multiple people in and out her spot. You know what I'm saying? So niggas from everywhere. And she used to fuck with she was messing with like a lot of young niggas. So bam, I guess one of the young dudes that she was talking to or was in a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, ended up having a dispute with the homie while he was over there. You know what I mean? So Confrontation happened over the phone. You know what I'm saying? With Diamond Blue and the person, the alleged person that ended up gunning him down. Um, yeah, they have a confrontation over the phone. This dude apparently was supposed to be a young dude, probably in his teens. You know what I'm saying? And they had a confrontation. Diamond Blue was the type of person like, look, I'm not gonna keep on, you know, woofing over the phone. I'm not gonna keep on furthering this beef with you or whatever it is you tripping on. If you want to get down, we can get down. Point blank period. But I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. Bam. Me knowing him, I know this was the type where the conversation had to you have went to. So instead of this dude wanting to show up and fight, he showed up and shot. As soon as the homie opened the door, there was no talking, there was no nothing, just bam. But at the time he opened up that door, he was holding his baby in his arms. So this person that did this to him, shot him in the face, killed him while he was holding his baby. You feel me? So over this female, mind you, that I had met, that I had talked to a lot at that time. I had got real familiar with her. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that she had people in and out of there. And I used to tell the homie, like, hey, like, she got this and that going on. You know this and that. He's like, yeah, but he's like, man, I ain't tripping on that. Like, look what I got. Look what I got going on. And look at this. He'll point out all these things. So I'll be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But when that situation happened, like I was in prison already. You know what I'm saying? And but I still maintained contact with him. You know what I'm saying? Probably up until the last couple of months of his life. You feel me? Because I ended up going to prison, going to the reception center. You know what I'm saying? And we maintained contact up until the reception center. You got to remember, this person was one of the main witnesses on my case when I was fighting a life sentence. You know what I mean? On a murder charge and another accusation. You know what I'm saying? So he was one of the main witnesses for me. So he went through a lot of the stuff that I went through, trial, and you know what I'm saying, just everything that came with that case. He ended up getting out. It's a whole story behind all these stories that I can tell y'all. But right now, we are here about his tragic end over a female. You feel me? That was, you know, she was probably more dedicated to herself and what she had going on than she could be to a relationship at that time. And by the homie moving so fast at that time and being young, you know what I mean, and having multiple women, he wasn't able to keep an eye on that situation like he should have been. And that ended up being his fate. Tragically losing his life, while holding his baby in his arms. The baby probably will be traumatized to this day. You feel me? I didn't bring any pictures of him or any of the kids because, out of respect for him and his family. You know what I'm saying? You know, situation is still touchy to every all of us. You know, as you probably could imagine. You feel me? But never allow anybody to forget the real. You know what I'm saying? The ones that had everything to do with, putting the puzzle to this game, that we've been living, you know, creating part of history in certain situations. We got to always keep them names alive. You know what I'm saying? Especially in real gangster situations. You feel me? So the homie losing his life tragically, man. In 1998, I remember getting the news and sitting there tripping. I got it through a letter. Back then all you had was letters you had to write, or make the phone calls where they were still charging you top dollar. You know what I'm saying, for collect phone calls from prison out to society. They was going out their way to make everything hard for a prisoner. Point blank. Period. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I got that letter. And I remember sitting there reading it, like, he got killed for what? And then I'm left with the last memories that I had of him, of us sitting in the court tank, Pasadena court tank, when I was going to trial, and he was one of my main witnesses. So they had brought him back down from the prison system to the LA County Jail for my case. And I remember he came back with tobacco and weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back down to the LA County Jail, they had put him somewhere we wasn't able to see each other or nothing, right? The only time I was able to see him is when we went to court. So I remember the first time I had seen him when he had came back down for me, we in court, and he got tobacco, he got weed and all this shit, right? So I'm like, oh yeah. So he give me this shit. He's like, man, here, smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the court tank, Pasadena court tank, smoking and shit, getting high. You know what I'm saying? It's during my trial. But during my trial and shit, man, I had this fly ass blue and white, like it was like almost like an island shirt, but it wasn't an island shirt. It was hard. And he seen he wanted, he's like, man, I got one. He said, I got one that's hard just like that. He said, I want to swap it out with that one. He like, I want that. I was like, all right. So I told my lawyer, give him that. He got one for me. It was like, if it's one to swap out that's equal to, I'm like, yeah, yeah. So they get it, swap it out. You feel me? So he get the shirt and wear it in court. You feel me? And he come in there and get on the stand for me, say what he got to say. Bam, bounce out, throw the set up, in. You know what I'm saying? And that was my last time seeing him alive. After that, you know what I'm saying? Probably like a year and a half after that. After that, he got killed. So shout out to everybody in the chat. By the way, said, do y'all beef with sets in y'all area? Yeah, we do. I've talked about that on the show already, man. Go back and check out some of them shows I got on. You know. the surrounding areas, of people that we get along with and don't get along with. It's a lot of game in those videos, man, I promise you. And no extras underneath. Hey, but man, yeah, I'm glad I was able to spend this time with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to bring y'all that little story about my homie Diamond Blue. You know what I'm saying? He was killed, taken away off this earth, man, back in 1998. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, um, you know, I'm not here to talk about that situation. I'm just here to bring a remembrance to his name. You know what I'm saying? And how dear of a friend he was to me. How tight me and him was from the time we was before gang banging, before any of that. When we were squares walking around with flat tops, you know what I'm saying? With the little designer cuts on the side of your head and all that shit. This is before gang banging. You feel me? Like, yeah, man. But I hope everybody out there doing good tonight, man. You feel me? Send love and blessings to all y'all for real. Thank you say I remember my pops telling me about Diamond Blue and how upset he was. Rest in peace. Yeah, yeah, man. Diamond Blue, man, was one of my true closest friends. You know what I'm saying? From our childhood on up to adulthood. You know what I mean? Uh, that's somebody that was I was always around. That was always around me. Never really seen one without the other unless he was locked up or I was locked up. Straight up. And for those that want to know, when he lost his life, I was already locked up. Remember I told you I heard about it. Somebody wrote me and told me about it. I was in Salinas Valley State Prison when that happened, 1998. Sea York. That was during the time when I was up there with my boy 16 to Life. Feel me? Chill. Y'all go to his channel, 16 to Life, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? Good friend to the Swang Low podcast. You know, I've been knowing him, since the 90s. Good dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Real stand up guy right there, man. Feel me? On the yard with him. Used to be right there and rap ciphers. They call them ciphers these days. Back then, it was just rap circles. You feel me? Where everybody that knew how to rap would get together and spit their shit. You know what I mean? Just go around the circle. But many people, doing that. That's when we was really like deep into rap and doing our rap thing, man. You feel me? I can name names, but I ain't gonna do that because some dudes ain't no good no more. So I'm not trying to get no shine off, you know, but that ain't worthy of any glorification either way. You feel me? But yeah, man, classic moments, classic times with a lot of different classic rappers from everywhere. You know, some that went on to have a little bit of success in their recording career, and then some that just did whatever. I know them on all levels. Yeah, man. Hey, I wanted to bring this to y'all though, man, to bring awareness to, you know, because although all these years has passed since the homie Diamond Blue was tragically taken away off this earth, you know what I'm saying? I still find myself thinking back on those times and during those days, being in the court tanks with him and having certain conversations. You know what I mean? Um, and then to be robbed of that because it was plans behind those conversations. A lot of those conversations me and him had in private, it was plans. Niggas got robbed of that for whatever reason. You feel me? So, just to bring awareness to the fact that we are all given the opportunity to make decisions on what our next move's gonna be. And sometimes we inherit that same responsibility for others that can't determine their own fate. You feel me? Whether it be from weakness or just absolute no game, no knowledge, no education, period. You feel me? Whatever category you choose to fall up under, man, you know, just know that we here to build. We're not here to destroy. You can right your wrongs, you know, but you can't escape your doom for whatever that doom may be, a consequence of your life. Whatever God has already deemed for you to be your fate. So, in other words, we're not making nothing personal. Anybody. And again, in this podcast, we don't advocate negativity. We advocate positivity, prosperity, longevity. You feel me?